Hi everyone, it's Deb Lehigh, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you live from my studio, the Stampin' Hut. And as usual, I am a little bit early, just a couple of minutes. So I have two cards I'm going to show you tonight, and then two other ones that I did to show you. So we'll just wait for people to find us. We had some beautiful weather the last 2 days. Well, yesterday was a little hot. No, Sunday was hot. Yesterday and today was pretty nice. Give it a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Like usual, I have pretty much everything done. Hi Linda, welcome. Just wait another couple seconds here and we'll get started. Okay, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna flip you down here. Just a reminder, you have until the 31st to get one of our kits with up to 30% off. It's only while supplies last, so you only have a couple days yet. And you would go to my website, deblehigh.stampinup.net, and click on kits, and it would take you right there. You're not working with the current demonstrator and would like to have a copy of our annual catalog and our new mini catalog, which I cannot show you the inside yet. Just let me know and I'll be glad to send you one. Tonight we are using the Fern 3D embossing embossing folder. We're using nature prints and the dies. And the dies are, I'll show you. I have everything cut, but I'm going to emboss the Fern 3D. But these are the dies. So I did this set before, so I don't know if you remember or not, but okay. This is our first card. Just got to get it over here. Very simple, very easy, okay? And we're going to do the embossing here. But before we do, we need to stamp hello there, okay? I just noticed there is a, oh, I forgot to cut that piece. Let me cut it. But I am using shaded spruce, 8.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score that in the middle, and that would be at 4 1/4. You need a piece of basic white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to go on top, but we're going to run that through the 3D embossing folder. I just need to get a piece of basic white, and I got to figure out how big to cut it. 1.5 by 4. And get our trimmer out. And we're going to do it 4 and 1.5. Okay. And then we're going to stamp hello there. Okay. What did I do with the card? Oh my goodness. I bet it was on the back of my printer. Or, no. Oh my gosh. I lost my card. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to do hello there in Shaded Spruce. Make sure it's straight. And we're going to put that over here. Okay. Now I'm going to move the cards out of the way because I'm going to bring our, oops, before I do, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I am going to glue this on about middle, a little down a little further. Okay. And that's just going to go right on top of the layer. Oops. Like so. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in the cut emboss machine and our 3D fern folder. You're going to put this in, and the hinge part goes in first. You will need plate number 1 and plate number 4. That's all you're going to need. And then you're going to run that through. And you have the embossed layer. And being that we embossed it, you want to always stamp your verbiage first before you run it through. Excuse me. Now we're going to put this on the front before we do the other part. And I'm putting a good bit on here because this is the one that's textured and we want it to hold. I'll put that down. Okay. And then for this, I went ahead and cut this out already. And I'm going to use our Stampin' Blends. I'm using the dark Shaded Spruce and the dark Granny Apple Green. And what I'm going to do is take, I'll put you in a little closer. What I'm going to do, if you can see, there's already shadowing from the stamp, okay? I am just going to go over that with my dark Shaded Spruce. I'm going over a little bit. I'm more or less going like in the middle and going around. But most of it I am going to follow the shaded. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to bring in the Granny Apple Green, and I am just going to go over that darkness. It will dry lighter a little bit. You could use your Stampin' Right blend markers if you wanted. You could probably get the same effect. You could probably use your watercolor pencils too. Excuse me. When you go over the dark and everything, it kind of blends when you take two of them together, and you can kind of like blend them together. This would look nice doing your watercolor pencils and then taking a blender brush over it to soften them up, to blend the colors together. Okay, then I'm going to bring my dark back in, and I'm just going to do this kind of like over again, and then I'm going to go back with the Granny Apple Green a little. You know, you can have a crowd of ladies or gentlemen around, and you give them something to color. You don't hear much out of them then. They're too busy coloring. And I find myself the same way. I'm not one to color anyway, but I've been coloring a lot more lately. And fussy cutting too. And I'm one not to fussy cut, but I do. Okay. So then we're going to get our dimensionals. I had them here. And we're going to put, and your blends will do that. If you see that, you know that they're working right. That's why you want to always make sure you have something under your project. You don't, it didn't come through, but to protect it, it would be nice. Okay, and then this is just going to go like so. That is card number 1. Now I could, oh wait, I know what I was going to do. I didn't do it on this one, but we have, these are Tinsel Gems. Pretty Peacock is this green, Blueberry Bushel, Berry Burst, and Lemon Lime Twist. I am going to take the Pretty Peacock. It looks more green, and I am just gonna put some of these on the card. To give it some bling. And there you have card number 1. Now I will put, I didn't cut, no, let me back you out. I did not cut paper in here. I will put one in, and I will stamp part of that. How about now, Rhonda? How are you doing? I didn't see you pop on. I will stamp this part inside here. In fact, let me get my paper here and let me cut and put it in and show you what I mean. I need 4 1/4. No, 4. For the inside, you want 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And then I'm gonna take this big fern and shaded spruce, and we're just gonna stamp that at the bottom there. And then we're going to put that inside. Like so. That would be card number 1. Okay? Card number 2 is using Pretty Peacock. But this is, whoops, that don't go there. This is the card we are making. And I won't put you too far out. This is the card, and I'm going to cut the paper for inside. I have the paper here. Oh, cut it too big. The Fern 3D, Gloria. Okay. So, Pretty Peacock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay. Then you need 2 pieces. That is 5 1/4 by 4. One goes inside, but before we do, I'm going to stamp the same image on the inside. Like so. And we're going to put that inside a while. Okay. So, I'm going to emboss this again with the 3D embossing folder. Let me get the ink pad closed. Again, you're going to put this in your folder. Hinge goes in first. your plate 1 and plate number 4. And then you would take it through. Thank you, Rhonda. Okay. And then you have the embossed folder. That will go on the outside, and we can put that on a while. Okay. Then you need a piece of Pretty Peacock, and that is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I am using the Irresistible Blooms DSP. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Hello, Irresistible Bloom. And this is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and that's going to go end to end here, but you're going to leave a border here. So we're going to put this on here, and what I do is I line it up on my grid paper, and I eyeball it from the bottom because it's going to be at the bottom and at the top, like so. Okay, that's going to get glued right on here. And it leaves a little bit of the white showing on the side here, and it's going to go right on the edge of the white. So just lay it down like so. I went ahead and stamped these images in Pretty Peacock and already cut them out. One's going to go this way. One's going to go this way. Okay. And then I have cut the label that comes with the product, the dies. And I'm going to put heartfelt thank you with Pretty Peacock. Stamp, make sure it's straight. And you're going to stamp it. These get dimensionals, so we're going to put dimensionals on our ink, our images. Okay, and the tag does get dimensionals. Okay, we're going to lay the bigger one down first. Just got to put it where you really want it to go. Bring it in a little bit further. Okay. And then this one is going to go right about there. And then the saying, you're going to put it over top of this one, but under that first leaf there. Okay, and then we're going to bring these gems back in, and we're going to take the peacock and we're going to put it on. And that is my second card. That's the only ones I have to show you making them. But I do have two other ones I want to show you. I was playing today, and I did this one using the wreath, okay? And I took our Rays of Light background stamp, but I didn't ink it the whole way because, as you can see, it's not inked all the way out, okay? And I took the label and I took my marker, Peacock or Lost Lagoon, this is, and just went around that edge to give it to take it away from being so much monochromatic, okay? And then this here is our white, like it has glitter in it, our white glitter ribbon. I made the bow first, and I didn't like the white bow, so I took the Pretty Peacock blending brush. No, I'm sorry. The blending markers. And I went over it while it was already tied. But you would do, if you want to make your ribbons any color you want, you would lay that on your paper. You would take your blends. You want the brush side, and you're just gonna do it on the side of your marker, and you're just gonna run over it. Being that these are alcohol markers, it does dry faster than your Stamp and Write markers. And you can make any ribbon, any color you want that, you know, matches your project. And being that this is a clear see-through one, it's already colored on the one side, okay, both sides. But that's how you would get the color ribbon you need if you didn't have it, okay? And the next one I'm going to show you is one I did right before. I just got done not long after, right before, and I messed up on it, but it's this one. It's using that Hello Irresistible paper, Flirty Flamingo, Pretty Petal Pink, and the DSP from the Hello Irresistible. I stamped the image and the greeting in Flirty Flamingo, and I am using the pastel adhesive sequins. It has petal pink, gold, and balming blue, and I used the petal pink, okay? But when you open it up, you get this. Trying to so you can see it. Let me zoom out a little more. There you go. So let me do that again. Gonna open it up, and you have that. Now bring it closer so you can see what I did. And to me, I think it's a lot of Flirty Flamingo and Pretty Pink. I think I would have probably got a darker color in there. But I used that sequins on each panel, because they say don't do even, do odd. So that I did 5. 4 here and 1 on the front. When you go and do this mechanism where it folds, make sure you put it in right when you put your, or make sure you put the squares on the way it opens. I'll tell you why. You see this? I had it on the wrong side and had to tear it off. So what I'm going to do is get either another piece of Flirty Flamingo, the same size, put it on, or DSP that size, because it's like leather. I don't know if you know that. You can make faux leather with our cardstock. And I don't know if I'd be able to show you, But what you do is you're gonna wrinkle these up as much as you can. Now you can make it wet, but you just need it where you can break the fibers up, and then you just start with a corner and you start tearing it in, tearing them 2 layers together like this. Like, it's not broken up much, but can you see? That's how you get the roughness that looks like leather. And then if you take and rub, like if you dig crumb cake, you could take crumb cake over and make it, distress it some more, or even our pecan pie, or you know, whatever. But that's all you do. You would just crumble this up more and peel that. That's how my back looks, because I peeled the paper off and I had it already glued. This part was on here and I took it off. But that is my card. Fun fold. It does use a good bit of cardstock. I think I use like 1.5, about 1 sheet of cardstock, Furry Flamingo, and 1 sheet of Petal Pink, and probably a little bit of the white. And then of course your DSP, they're only 6x6, so you do use a good bit of that. You would use three sheets right off the bat for these here. You would have enough to do that, and you might have enough to do that strip there out of the 3 pieces. So, but that is my video for today. Hi Tina, welcome. I hope you enjoy, and if you have any questions, just contact me anyway through Facebook, my email, dkl333@comcast.net. Any orders or anything like that, you can go to my website at deblehigh.stampinup.net. And I just want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Yes, I will. This was card number 1. Okay. I'm sorry, that was card number 2. This one was card number 1. And then this was 2. And then I showed this one. I did not make it. I showed this one. And I explained that I did the Rays of Light background stamp on the back here. But I didn't go... Oh, that's right. I forgot you were down there. I didn't do the whole thing. As you can see, it's not inked the whole way around. And I took a marker and went around this and colored my ribbon. Okay, and then this one I didn't show, but I made it right before I started, and it opens up like that. So that's what I had tonight. Thank you, Tina. All right, well, I just want to remind everybody I will be back on Friday. I'm not sure. I might do maybe some scrapbooking. I did 2 pages the other day, 12 by 12. And I might show, I'll have everything cut and show you what I did. If you would be interested in that, just let me know. Thank you, Leanne. Welcome. I didn't realize you were on. But Friday, I'm debating. I might do two scrapbook pages. I can show you what they look like. This was the first one I made. And then this was the second one, and I'm not quite done with this one. I'm not sure what verbiage I want to put on there for my thing here. It needs something down here. It's too plain down here. I need something. But this is what I made over the weekend. So I can show you them if you want. You just have to let me know. I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I appreciate it. And I will see you back here Friday at 8 o'clock. Thank you.